What's up, guys? Techmaster back with another video. So, in my opinion, in late 2024, the iPad 10 is a really weird device. It's not a bad iPad at all. So it starts at 349 from Apple. It has a 10.9-inch display, an A14 Bionic chip, and USB-C, a new keyboard, or not new keyboard, but a keyboard that came out 2 years ago when this device was released, or almost 2 years ago. But there's a lot of weird things about it. It has a non laminated display, Apple Pencil 1 support, or the USB C, which sticks out of the bottom of the iPad. This iPad is USB C, so you're telling me this is Apple Pencil 1, which is Lightning. So, yeah, that's pretty strange. Yeah. But, I mean, there is an Apple Pencil USB C, but yeah, it's a little weird still. We do get the A14 Bionic. Pretty good chip, but also almost about 4 years old. So, yeah, it's an interesting product. We do get a landscape 12 megapixel camera. This is actually probably the best feature of this device. But overall, an interesting device. It starts at 349, and I'll just show you right here. 349 with 64 gig, which by the way in 2024 not enough storage. If you want to update it with 5G, it's $500, or you buy the 256 gig Wi-Fi model. That's also $500. So yeah, a little expensive. Actually, quite expensive for this device being almost 2 years old and it being a base model iPad with a 4-year-old chipset. Almost 649. That's pretty expensive. Even yeah, even though it's a lot of storage and 5G, still a little pricey. Um, but yeah, to be completely honest, the iPad Air, even the M2, which just came out, is $600. Yes, you get less storage, but if you compare it from a value per dollar standpoint, the 11-inch model, or it's the exact same size, by the way, 128 gigs, and you get a lot more features. If we go into the compare section, I'm just gonna quickly compare this right here. If we go to the 11-inch model, there's a lot better features on this device. We get a 11-inch display, or the same as the 10th gen, P3Y color, anti-reflective coating, or laminated display. We get the M2 chip, which is a much more powerful chipset, 8-core CPU, 9-core GPU, instead of the old A14. We get the landscape camera, which is good. We get a faster USB-C port. They're both USB-C, but the iPad 10 has a USB 2.0 port. That's quite slow in 2024. The iPad Air, on the other hand, has a 10 gigabit per second USB-C port. Much faster. We get better speakers, even though they're rated the same. We get Wi-Fi 6E. We get the second Apple Pencil Pro, actually, I take that back, which is way better than the Apple Pencil USB-C and the crappy first generation. Much better than that. We get the Magic Keyboard instead of this weird, overpriced Magic Keyboard Folio. We get more storage options. It's thinner and lighter. We get, again, better, display with, higher resolution and, it's laminated, anti-reflective coating, all that. We get the Apple Pencil Hover feature. We also get the M2 chip with the media engine, um, you know, all this stuff. And so we get Wi-Fi 6E, all that, and just better sensors. And yeah, so this is a much better iPad, the iPad Air, much better. And we also have the iPad Pro in the lineup, which is what I have. And I'm going to just say this right now. I think this device is actually worth twice as much than this guy right here. Yeah, I'm saying it's worth twice as much. There are so many features of this iPad Pro that are just incredible. And by the time you spec up the storage to the exact same, it's $500, and that is worth it to me. For some perspective, we get an incredible OLED display that is fully 11 inches. We get ProMotion technology, anti-reflective coating, a nano texture display. We get the unbelievable M4 chip. We get a ProRes 4K video. We have a LiDAR scanner, flash, microphones, all this stuff. And we can record in ProRes. A true depth camera system, a USB-C Thunderbolt port, Face ID, 4 speakers, which have incredible audio quality, Wi-Fi 6E, Apple Pencil Pro support, a dedicated, unbelievable Magic Keyboard. It starts at 256 gigs. We have the thinnest and lightest iPad ever made, so it's way, way lighter. We get the OLED display, the chipset, which is way better. We get 8 gigs of RAM, a media engine with 8K encoders, and we can get up to 16 gigs of RAM in the 1 and 2 terabyte versions. Better battery life, tested. Better front camera. You know, yeah, Wi-Fi 6E again. But yeah, this is a way, way better iPad than the iPad 10. It's yeah, it's crazy. If I'm even gonna recommend this iPad 10, I'd probably for the most part do it on Amazon. Um, but yeah, we can also find if we go to Amazon right here. I'm gonna load this up. Let me search up how much the iPad 9th gen costs. Oh yeah, look at this, $199 for this iPad 9th gen, and you get a very similar experience to the 10th gen. Yeah, you might as well get this, everyone. This thing is still more than capable enough. Yeah, big price difference. Yes, you can find the 10th gen on sale, but yeah, I would even still just go search through it. Yeah, this iPad 9th gen is a much better iPad. We can also search up some iPad Pro. Like we can do like the 2020 or 2021 versions because those are actually better values. 473, that's a little expensive, but it is still A12Z chip is still a little bit better kind of than the A14 to be honest. iPad Pro M1 or 2021 version. I'm gonna search this one up too. Yeah, 566. That's actually it. To be honest, I would actually recommend this also way more than a 256 gigabyte iPad 10 because it's very similar price. You get the M1 chip, mini LED display. You don't get OLED, but you get mini LED, better camera, ProMotion display, all this other stuff. The list goes on and on. Yeah, I would just get this thing too over the iPad 10. Anyway, let's close this browser. But yeah, I think the iPad 10, it's not a bad iPad, but it's pretty weird to be honest. There's just a lot of better options in my opinion. There's also the Mini, which $499, not a good deal from Apple, but you can find it for basically the exact same price as this in the brand new market. That's a better iPad too. Yeah, interesting. So, anyway, guys, see you guys in the next one. Peace.